Welcome to Her Husband, Their Father. My name is Everett. As always, let's do a couple deep breaths to get us started today so I can relax, help you get relaxed. In through the nose, long breath out. Let's get one more in. All right, first things first, I want to remind you all, I haven't been here in a few weeks, and I apologize for that. That won't happen again, but I want to remind you that you're fantastic. You're special. You have a unique purpose. There's only one you, and your gifts are special. We're coming up on winter now. Things are getting a little bit darker. I know some people have adverse reactions to not being around sunlight all the time, but that's okay. We get to spend a little bit more time with ourselves. So I'm gonna give a quick update. I haven't been around for a couple weeks. I've just started school for the first time in 10 years. Got a new job. I got moved into management. These are all things I wanted. These are all things that I wanted to do very, very much. But my question to you today is, are we prepared for the things that we're asking for? If you asked for $1 million right now, would you be able to keep it? Are you prepared to secure your finances in that way? I asked for things that I wasn't prepared for. And so it's been a struggle. And that's why I haven't been here the past couple of weeks, but that won't happen again. So one thing we're going to talk about today is consistency and being ready for the things that you ask for. If you want to go to school, have you rearranged your schedule in a way that will prepare you for school? Just because you get something new in life, whether that's a child, a job, a car, and maybe you decide you can't handle it, that's not true. You might need to just rearrange a few things. Don't be convinced that you can't do something simply because things seem that they're not working out the way that you thought they would in the first place. You just need to rearrange some things, and one way we do that is by creating a schedule. Now, I know myself, I bought an affirmation poster, I bought calendars, but I didn't use them. And when we don't have a schedule and we don't do these things, we aren't able to hold ourselves accountable. Just because we have new activities or things going on does not mean that we can't handle them. Don't let anybody or anything around you convince yourself that you can't handle the things that you've been afforded, the things that you've asked for. You got to get a calendar and you got to hold yourself accountable. A lot of times as we get to making these changes, people around you are going to look at you like you're different. I'm 34 years old. So for 33 years, we won't say 33 the entire time, but for most of my adult life, people have been used to me and being in a position of mediocrity. We've talked about it before, the ranking system. Sometimes when you start to move up, it makes people uncomfortable. I know that I have people watching me right now that don't want me to succeed. Thank you, haters, I appreciate it. You let me know I'm doing the right thing. But the goal is not about them, it's about you. We're in a unique spot where right now young people, 20 and under, are the most diverse community that we've ever had in the United States of America. Things are changing, but I've also noticed with me starting school, there's a lot of sadness. And to spend 20 years on this earth, and for the majority, and for a lot of people to be going through that things, that tells me a few things, that we're not connecting with one another, and we're not striving to do our best. And so these things that I'm giving you and these updates that I'm sharing with you are things that I've used to help myself. You're still young, you still got life in you. There's no need to give up or have a sense of complacency. Just because it didn't work out that time doesn't mean it won't work out. And one of those things that you can do is use your calendar and be consistent and hold yourself accountable. And I'm gonna make a promise to you to hold myself accountable too. To do my absolute best. You don't wanna pass away one day and they put on your grave, not used up. And what I mean by that, there's so much talent lost. So much talent lost. Athletic talent, educational talent. You gotta do your best. You gotta hold yourself accountable. As you start to move up, nobody is necessarily gonna cheer you on. You have got to be your best cheerleader. And if you don't write things down and you don't use a calendar and you don't hold yourself accountable, you're gonna set yourself up for disappointment. And there's nothing worse than a dream that's died. You lose hope. You lose your energy. I started class and I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for management. I'm in a good space now though, in a better space, and I'm learning. And that's why I'm so happy to share with you. You guys will grow with me. So update right now, I don't get as much time with my kids. I don't get as much time with my wife. I have to study every single day. Everything that I study now is on a computer, homework included, which is not what used to happen when I was in school before. So these are all adjustments for me. One of the most dangerous things you can do is to sit up there and tell yourself, they have more money than me, so they were able to succeed. They are in a better situation, so they were able to succeed. That is some dangerous stuff. Because if you put your success in the hands of other people, you have no chance. You are screwed. I'd use a different word if I wasn't recording. If you can't get over a relationship and that person's moved on, if you screwed up and it was because somebody was messing with you, you're screwed. You are in control of yourself. Get that calendar. Hold yourself accountable. Hold yourself accountable. I will be back next week. Maybe a little bit longer video with a specific topic, but I just wanted to give an update. Thank you for being here. God bless.